Titus Cooks once again in the kitchen. Today making chimichangas, fried burritos I call them. What was I gonna say about chimichangas? Oh, I remember back in, I spilt a bunch of oil on the floor, gross. Back in the day, chimichangas. Anybody remember Chi-Chi's restaurant? I remember eating at Chi-Chi's restaurant in Wichita, Kansas back in the early 80s. And I ordered chimichangas. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. It was so tasty and it was fried. So that's why we're doing it today. They're very fun, simple, tasty, all the above. So what I'm doing, I started cooking some chicken. I've got all my mise en place basically ready. I'm going to show you this. Look at that. This is what I found in the refrigerator. Who did that? Who cut an onion that way? Oh, that's aggravating. We don't cut onions that way and leave them in the refrigerator. If I find that student, I'm doing my, not really, I'm joking about cutting a student's head off. We did have a very spirited discussion yesterday about heads being cut off, though. I didn't realize it's a thing. Okay, so what we're doing, we got this onion. Notice how I cut that? So for that student who obviously hasn't paid attention, we're going to cut off both ends, and then we're going to cut it in half so we end up with this, a nice clean onion to work with. So let's go. Let's go ahead and dice up some onion now. Notice these knife skills. Look at that, right through there, and all we're going to do is dice it. So once we get it to here, what do? Do we lift it up? No, we turn it, only turn it. And then we go this way for a very simple, correctly done dice. And now we have the rest of this onion. I'll use that for something later today, but please be nice to your dice. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'll put it on a container, my mise en place container. And then what we're going to do, what I got doing, I'm cooking some chicken. I've got my, oh perfect, yeah, that's hot. I've got my oil ready, because these will go quick. It'll be so fast, and we'll be eating before you know it. So as soon as our chicken's done, we can proceed. I thought I was going to do this earlier, and I forgot about it. That's part of my life. I also almost forgot to turn on the Zoom this morning. Okay, so this is going to be for my chicken right there. We're going to cut it on that, so I'll move it to the side. I've got my mise en place ready, so I've got my onion. I've got a little bit of refried beans. I've got some cheese. I've got some salsa. And, you know, we're going to do one. Look at this. I have some pork belly we cooked yesterday in class. So we're going to make one with pork belly also. We'll do a couple with chicken. We'll do one. I think that's about enough for one pork belly taco right there. So let's work on the pork belly one. Let's put this on the counter. And what we're going to do is just dice it up. Nice, simple dice like this. And with pork belly's got a lot of fat in there. Look at that. That fat, lots of it. But that's really tasty. Don't fear the fat. Embrace it. Love that fat. Okay, so there we go. We got this diced up, not really small, just to the correct size, and then we're going to get some of our refried beans. I use canned ones, obviously. Rosarita come out tonight. Let's see, I was stuck in the mud somewhere in the swamps of Jersey. Okay, there we go. We do a nice spread on the bottom. We're going to throw a little onion on that. If you had some jalapeno, you could put some jalapeno in there. We'll do some cheese. I'll put some of my pork belly right down the middle. Look at that. We might have enough for two of these. And then I'm going to spread a little salsa on there. Let's do just a little bit. This is going to go in some hot oil, and so there's liquid in there, and if it seeps out into the liquid, it will start spitting and going crazy on us, so we got to be careful. Okay, so same way you roll a burrito, tuck those sides in. I should have probably got either got a bigger burrito roller. tortilla is what we call them. Or I should have not put so much in there. Okay, so get that all rolled up nice. I'm going to take a skewer or a toothpick right through there. I think my oil might be ready. Let's see. Oh yeah, oil be ready. Good. So we're going to put it in there. Maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. We'll see how it cooks up. The quicker it cooks, the better off we are. Remember, all those ingredients in there are a little chilly right now, so it's got to cook all the way through. We want a hot tamale, right? Okay, we got all this extra, so let's go ahead and do another one. Oh, I think of all the things I forgot we could have put in. I had cilantro. I forgot to bring that out. I was so busy this morning occupying myself with things I shouldn't have been occupying myself with, probably. Okay, once again, right through the middle there. Oh, there's Jake. Everybody's showing up today. I like that. Let's flip him over. Oh, look how nice and brown that's getting. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good breakfast. And never fear for my vegetarians that are here. You can do this vegetarian style too. There is no reason why you have to put meat in this unless you're a meat eater and you love to eat meat. Look at that one. Roll that one up. We did this when I was in college. I ran this little restaurant called the Hibachi Hut, and we would do, I think it was Taco Tuesdays, and we'd sell so many chimichangas. They were quite popular. My friend Terry was the one that introduced them to me back in college too. So I had them at Chi-Chi's and I had them in college. Okay, so those are cooking. Look how nice and brown that. That's just what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so I got my, fire. I got my chicken. It's not cooked all the way through. So to speed up the process, what do? We cut it in half long ways. Throw that back in there. What's that do? It cooks it faster, right? It's simple science. And believe me, I'm a firm believer in science.
What did you study in college?
Science. My dad and my sister, they're biochemists. They're big old smarty pantses, and I got kind of a biochemistry degree. Well, cooking's very much like biochemistry, so that's kind of what I tell myself. Look at that. That chimichanga is almost pachanga. All right. That's from Natural Born Killers, if you're wondering, my movie quote of the day. All right. Let's see how this looks. See how it's nice? Oh, it's so crispy. I can feel it already. We're going to cut through it. See what's going on. Oh, that cheese is melted. You know what that means? If you cook something and you open it up and the cheese isn't melted, no, that means that it's not cooked all the way through, because cheese is going to melt at a very low temperature. And so if it's not melted, it means it hasn't got hot enough. Correct? That's science. Okay, here we go. I know this chicken's ready now, so we pull it out here. And you can use leftover chicken, like I'm a firm believer in using that leftover Costco chicken. It just sits in your refrigerator until you throw it all away, because nobody wants to eat it after it's been sitting in the refrigerator. Well, use that up. Okay, let's see. Let's get another tortilla wrapper. That's what I'm going to call them, tortilla wrapper. Once again, pull out some of that refried bean. You can make your own refried beans too. That's another class, another day. A little onion on there. Let's go chicken. This is fun. These are fun to make. We could do a chimichanga bar for your daughter or son's birthday party. Everybody rolls their own chimichanga. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? And they all get to say it too. And then years later, they'll tell stories about where they had their first chimichanga, like I did today. It's mesmerizing. All right, there we go. Chicken chimichanga. We can use the same bamboo skewer. Right through there, into the oil you go. Uh-oh, I might not have shut that one as well as I should have. Don't worry about it. the world, what this class is all about. Whoa! That was exciting. Did you see that? Look at that hair be gone. Richard's hair removal service. We make house calls. I'll come and just singe that stuff right off of your arm. Who needed that? I was kind of thinking of doing them. I cut my hair this week and I burned off my arm hair also. It's a big hair week for me. All right, so there we got our 2 pork belly chimichangas. We got some chicken. I might need to turn that up now that my arm hair has been singed. We'll do one more. See, you get to a point in your life where things like that don't bother you, though. Whoa, everything's going awry. Everything's a miss. And that's where my improv skills come in handy. Everything's falling apart, but it doesn't seem to bother me one bit. We just keep going like nothing happened. So look at all these chimichangas. I'm making a lot, so there's plenty for everybody to eat. That's what it is. Oh, you know what I keep forgetting to put? Salsa. See that? I'm so forgetful today. I don't know what happened to me. Got a lot going on. Okay, let's start back here. Let's roll it in. See how you pull that towards you, kind of tuck it in. You want everything kind of tight in there. You don't want no loosey-goosey burrito thing. Chimichanga. I already forget what I'm cooking. All right, roll that up. And one more skewer, and in you go. And that one's almost ready. Be careful putting in there. It's hot oil, remember that. You know what hot oil will do? Hot oil will burn you. All right, so, I like that. Nice looking chimichanga. You can serve it with all kinds of rice, shredded lettuce, do lettuce. Lettuce is so cheap to serve it on. Make some guacamole, some salsa, all kinds of things. Be creative with it. Make a chimichanga salad. It's so easy, so delicious. That oil, when you're done with the oil, you can probably save it and use it again somewhere down the road. The great thing about this is the flavor you get on the outside, that crispy, the oily flavor on the tortilla. So good, such a good flavor. And that's what makes a chimichanga a chimichanga. So that's it. I'm gonna keep eating this, so that's tasty. So get in the kitchen, that's where we go. Sharpen those knives, chop up your chicken, chop up your pork belly, send me a letter, send me a screenshot, and keep cooking. Cooking's so good, and look what you get when you cook. Delicious. Bon appetit. We will see you on the next one.